Hey everyone, and welcome back. Squeaky chair. Welcome back to the first proper video, technically, of 2019. And today I've got my hits and my misses. I was going to do favourites, but I have got a couple of products that I didn't like, but just that didn't suit me. And there's not loads, there's only a couple, and if you can help me get them to work for me or anything, do let me know down in the comments. I've got one of Jessie Bear's hair, I think. Speak of the devil, no, you need to stay there. So let's jump straight into it, because there is a lot on my dressing table right now that I think it's going to take me a little bit to get through, because as we figured out last time, I waffle on a lot, which my mum confirmed for me. Thank you, mum. So let's start with skincare. To start with, it would be cleansing, and this one, these two put together work wonders. And the first one is the PS Gentle Micellar Cleansing Pads. £2 from Primark. Even leave the sticker on it just because I don't need to take it off. Really good. The pads are actually a little bit, I don't know if you're going to be able to pick that up, a little bit textured, so they're really good for getting eye makeup off. So I use them, I use them for like removing, like today I've only got mascara on and eyebrows, but I would use them for taking makeup off, and they are really good. I only use about 2, maybe 3, sometimes 4 if I'm wearing glitter and things like that, but I tend to use 1 pad per eye and it takes makeup off straight away. And then I tend to baby wipe the rest of my face, and then I use this on it. This is actually a new one because the other one is running really low, and it is the Neutrogena Visibly Clear spot proofing wash. And even though it's got like a breakout treatment and things like that, and it's for clear skin, it doesn't dry the skin out or anything, and it's really sort of gentle on the skin, and it smells quite nice as well. It's not like too overly perfumed or whatever. So when I want a bit extra pamper, which I tend to do once, maybe twice a week, I do a face mask, one that you leave on for about 15-20 minutes. So I like to put it on, sometimes if I'm like doing a treatment on my hair, put a treatment on as well and leave them on, and then wash them all off together. But my favourite one this year, ow! There's a cat under my dressing table. She's in a playful mood. She's not been well all day and she's now ready to play. No. So yeah, the one that I've really been liking was a surprise, which I tried, and I'll try and remember to link it. I think it's up here somewhere. Try and remember to link it, but I always forget. And it is the Aldi Lacura. Sorry, nope, that's not working. The Aldi Lacura Charcoal Cleansing Mask. Ow! Pretty cat. And I've tried a couple of their different masks. I've tried their brightening one. I've tried their exfoliating mud mask, and I really like all of the ones that I've tried up to now. But this one, it's making my lighting go very, very dodgy. There we go. I really like it. This is Avon New Perfect Skin, and I know some people aren't going to be happy because I know they sell in China and it's obviously can be tested on animals, but it isn't here. But this is their wake up cream with which is SPF 25. The most important thing when it comes to makeup and having healthy skin is sun protection. So it's for all skin types. It's not even, let me, is it gonna come out? Oh yeah, not dead thick, blends in so well. Spreads quite fat, you don't need a lot. And if you just rub that in, already it has soaked in. So what I would do, I would put, it smells nice as well, I put that on, leave it to soak in, which like I say, my hand is now like dry, completely moisturised, as you can see, sort of looks a bit shinier compared to that one. I would put that on, put my brows on, which gives it enough time to soak in, and then just go straight on top with either primer or foundation if I'm not wearing primer that day. Now this one, yes, it's skincare, but it's kind of falls into both categories. It's from B, and it's B Hydrated Hyaluronic Acid Facial Spritz. Just reading it off, even though you can read yourselves. And it is a intense moisturiser. Don't use this every day, but when I was on holiday, I used it about 3 times a day, and I normally burn so bad, burn my nose, everything, because I'm so pale. I do normally burn even when I wear an SPF. And this, I wore yes, I wore a good face SPF anyway, but this, it stopped my skin from drying out from all the SPFs and everything like that. So I'd spritz some of this on before I put my SPF on, and my skin actually looked nice and healthy the whole time I was on holiday. And I've got one of the, I mean this one, as you can see, is nearly run out, but I've also got one in my handbag, so you can use it as, like, it's not a setting spray, but you can use it as like a refresher throughout the day to help refresh your makeup if you're not looking that great. Spritz it on, just a couple of spritz, and it just brings your makeup back to life. The only thing I will say about it is it's not the best spray. It can be a little spitty, so it's best to sort of spritz quite far away. Not that you can see, quite far away, and spritz all over the face. Just a couple of spritz. You don't need to like drown yourself in it like you would setting spray, but really helps, and it keeps the skin nice and plumped with it being having hyaluronic acid in it. And like I say, I have a spare one in my handbag, so it's good for any time, not just skincare. So that's why it falls into skincare and makeup. The last thing of skincare is, I don't even think I need to say it, the Moisture Balm eye tissue masks. Eye tissue masks. I should know, I use them plenty. I absolutely love these. I don't think I can rave enough about them. I mean, I do on Instagram. You've seen me in all my hauls. I was proud of myself. I mean, I've got enough in the drawer, but I was proud of myself. I went into Superdrug yesterday, actually, and I didn't pick a pack up. That is because I only picked some up last week, but so good, really good. And like I say, I'm going to do a face mask later, and I like to put these on after. Sorry, sending my white balance, funny. I like to put these on after I've done a face mask. It just rehydrates under the eyes, and the extra serum I just like tap around my eyes and then put my normal eye cream over. So yeah, I'm not even going to say any more about them because you're probably sick of me talking about those. Let's move on to the exciting stuff, the makeup, and let's start with base foundation. Maybelline Superstay has to be my favourite. Sometimes I mix it with other foundations, which actually today I have. Today I've mixed it with the Revolution Conceal and Define. I've really been liking the way that those two have been wearing lately, but this has to be my favourite. I mean, I've got my Estee Lauder, which I do like to mix with this as well. That is one of my favourites, but this is my ultimate all year round, no matter where you're going, what you're doing. favourite foundation. And oh, sometimes, well, I wear two different shades. Sometimes I wear True Ivory, especially in, I mean, like at the minute this is actually me not too pale. In the middle of winter, so like in another month or so, I will probably be at like True Ivory shade. At the minute I'm mixing True Ivory and Ivory, which, let me show you the difference, which Ivory is like running out a lot. So this one here is Ivory and this one here is True Ivory. In the summer I can wear Ivory on its own once I've got a good tan going on or a bit of colour going on, but yeah, I alternate between those two shades. And like I say, favourite foundation. Favourite light coverage foundation, even though it's not that light a coverage, but you can sheer it out a bit, you just don't use as much, is the Revolution Pro foundation drops. I really liked this in the summer. I didn't think I would because it has got quite a dewy finish. Sorry about that. You're gonna hear me say that a bit, I think, during this video. But yeah, so Revolution Pro, really nice buildable coverage. Yes, you can make it look super flawless, super full coverage, but I like the fact that if you don't want it to be, it isn't, and it comes in, as the name would suggest, a dropper like that. This is actually near enough run out, and I do need to get a different shade in this because I picked up F2 because when it was released it was still sort of early or end of winter, early spring, and that and that is what I liked about the formula of it, because it wasn't quite the right shade. I could put on enough just to even myself out, skin tone wise, and then obviously add bronzer and things like that to warm up my complexion. But I will be picking up a slightly darker shade in that. Let's talk concealers. Now I've got two here. My under eyes, as you can see, I do like to go nice and bright, even though I think the mascara's transferred a little bit today. And I wear, depending on what makeup look I'm doing, I wear either of these. Collection Lasting Perfection, and this last year now, they brought out some new shades, and I wear, are we going to focus? Extra Fair, which was good because I used to wear number 1 Fair, and when I look back it was way too orangey. It wasn't really bad, but it wasn't brightening, so yeah, I was quite happy when they brought out some new shades. I don't think there's a lot more that I can say about that hasn't been said. It's super full coverage. I think it's £4.20, £4.30, somewhere around there. They've added a lot more shades to the range now, which I think all drugstore brands are doing, and they need to. The next one, which this is the Conceal and Define, which this, as we are filming this, I think it was yesterday, it had its 1 year anniversary. So it was released a year ago, and when it was first released, I think it was 18 shades. They are now up to 25, and within the next couple of months it's going to be up to 50. So yeah, like I said, affordable. I mean, this is the super size, which I think is £7. The original, the small size, which, let me show you the baby one. So this is the baby right here, and this is the money. So yeah, this is £4, and this one I believe was £7. And yes, I have the whole family because I have the foundation as well, so it's mummy, daddy and baby. But yeah, so this is £7. This is actually the first, this is the only supersized one I've bought. You get so much more product out of this. Don't use it daily, but I have been using it daily over Christmas because I like the no makeup looks, especially if you're just spending time with family. You don't want to do that whole really glam, but you want to look a bit put together. I like to put this is enough to put under my eyes. Oh, under my eyes. Oh. Sorry, I keep thinking I'm going to sneeze. Under my eyes, on my nose, and a little bit on my chin just to cover some scarring that I've got there. Blend that out, and that is it. Powder over the top, set, done, and my skin looks good. Powders. There's been a few. There's been a few that I've tried out this year, and this is the one that I have actually pretty much run out of and have gone and repurchased because I didn't want to run out of it, and it is the Rimmel Match Perfection loose setting powder in transparent. Not a lot you can say about powders. There's only about 2 or 3 things that I can really say about it. One, you can put it on and it doesn't darken your concealer, powder and foundation or anything. It doesn't make it oxidize. So the brightness you put under your eyes with your concealer stays there. It just sets it. It doesn't change the colour or anything. 2, it's not, it sounds silly, it's not too powdery, so you don't sit there and choke on it when it sort of like blows up in your face or anything. And 3, no, I haven't got a 3, but yeah, that is the one that I've been out and repurchased because I don't want to run out of it, so I do have a spare. Yeah, I think that's all I can really say about powder. Powder's just powder, if that makes sense. Just stops, obviously, me getting too oily, which it was doing its job, and then I've had my makeup on since 8 o'clock this morning, so it was working. So let's move on to some more powder products. Let's finish the face and then we'll go on to the eyes and the lips. I think that's going to be the easiest. Bronzer. I do use a couple of bronzers, but the one that I tend to go for most is this one, and the reason that I can tell that I use it the most is because it's completely lost the pattern that was on it. It was a textured one, and this is the Collection Bronze Glow. It's the matte finish in terracotta, the shade number 1, and it isn't too pigmented, and I think that's why I like it, because sometimes you can pick a bronzer up, put it on your face, and you've just got a stripe on your face because it's that pigmented, you can't blend it out. Whereas this, it's not too pigmented. Eyeshadows, I like to be pigmented. Face products, I'd rather them be buildable, and that is why I like that. And yes, it seems really dark compared to my skin, but this is what I am wearing today. And I don't think it looks too dark. You might think different, but I don't think it looks too bad. So obviously that is why I like it, and it's Collection, so it's not overly expensive. It is drugstore. I think Collection, Maybelline and Revolution have to be 3 of my, or some of my favourite drugstore brands. Yes, there's other products from other places, but those 3 sort of have some really good standout products. One, because one of them has my favourite foundation, favourite concealer, and Revolution, just when it comes to their powders, which I will get onto in a minute, like their highlighters and things, you can't beat them. Not for drugstore and not for the price either. But yeah, before we get onto that, let's do shimmer bronzer, which may come as a bit of a surprise, but this is what I've been wearing when I've been doing my no makeup look days, and it's not like super, actually that looks really glittery, but it's not super shimmery. Let me swirl. What I do, I just swirl my finger around And then, is it gonna, as you can see, it's just, you can't even see it on there. It's more still on my finger actually, but it's not too like shimmery in your face glitter or anything. But this product actually came on holiday. Actually, no, I got it on holiday when me and Chris went away in the summer. And this is the L'Oreal Life's a Peach. And it's looking a bit sad now. Like it doesn't actually look that bad on camera, but the peach, the little design on it is near enough worn away completely. It's got a little mirror. Whoop, let's try and blind you. Got a little mirror there, which is quite a decent sized mirror for a blush. I've got that blush on today, so it's not too like in your face. Just adds that little bit of flush to your cheeks, and that's why I like it. It looks really good on a tan as well. It just adds like that inner glow. Even though it's not shimmery, it just makes your skin glow. Yeah, I really like that blusher. Now the last thing for like bronzing and things like that, until we get on to highlight, is this is actually a mini, which when you look at it, looks like I've barely touched it. I mean, look, there's like no dint or anything. And this is my Hoola. Look how tiny that is. It's like a baby. I use this for contouring because it's cool enough that it doesn't bronze my face, if that makes sense, because of how pale I am. I can get away with contouring. I haven't contoured my nose today, but when I do, I have to go very, very lightly. And I use this huge brush because it's, I say huge brush, it's a fluffy brush, and as you can see, it sort of just fits down the side of my nose, but because it's fluffy, it sort of blends it out so I don't end up with a nice stripe down my face unless I pick up too much. But yeah, I really like the benefit. Like I said, this is a mini and I don't think I'm going to run out of it anytime soon, but when I do, it will definitely be a repurchase. Sad excuse of a highlighter palette is looking very sorry for itself. Look at that. All the writing has worn off. I've hit pan on quite a few of these shades, nearly on pan on a few of the others, but this is the Revolution Ultra Pro Glow, and I've had this quite a while actually, but I love these shades. The only thing I have noticed, I bought this palette for my sister at Christmas because she likes to try different highlighter shades, and I think they've changed 1 or 2 shades in the palette. So I will have to check that out before I repurchase. But the thing that I have just been bought, if you saw my Christmas gifts, I got the Soph highlighter palette, and some of the shades are quite similar to the ones in here. Not obviously identical, but they're along the set, and they're along the same formula as well. So obviously, colours and formula I love. So I think before I repurchase this, I will have to use up my Soph palette, because otherwise I'll end up with, you can never have too much highlight, but I'll end up with a lot of highlight. So yeah, I sort of alternate at the minute between this and my Soph one, but this is what I'm wearing on my face right now. So as you can see, Revolution definitely know how to do highlights. So that is it really for face. Actually, the only other thing that can be classed as face is a setting spray, which I know this normally comes at the end, but this is actually nearly empty, this one. This is the Revolution Hyaluronic Fix setting spray, which obviously you know I like the B Hyaluronic Facial Spritz, but this is a setting spray. So it's hydrating and plumping, and it's a makeup fixing spray. Does as it says on the bottle. This makeup has been on my face how many hours? 10 hours now. Yes, I've got a bit oily, but it has not moved. I've changed my lip colour, but that's just like to do that sometimes. But apart from that, everything has stayed in place, so definitely would go check this out. I've already got 1 or 2 bottles just in case. Let's move on to eyes. Now, primer for eyes, I tend to use, or to blank out my eyes, should I say, I tend to use a concealer. So whichever concealer I'm using to carve out my brows, I use that on my eyelids. But to start with, before I do any of that, I use this, which my mum and dad got me when they went on holiday, and it is the Urban Decay. Ooh, where are we? I've lost the camera. Urban Decay Primer Potion in Original. And this, if you have oily skin, you find your eye makeup creases, you need this. This is amazing. Like the eyeshadow, I must admit, when I first got it, it took me a little bit of getting used to, but I love it. I love it. My makeup stays in place. My eyeshadows don't crease, they don't fade or anything like that. The oils don't like come through. It mattifies the whole lid, and it can feel a little bit sticky. You just have to sort of work and tap it in, but that is why it works, because of the stickiness. It sticks the eyeshadows to the eye, if that makes sense. Let's talk eyeshadow next. Now, I've got 2 palettes. One is drugstore. I could have picked a few different drugstore ones, mainly from Revolution, but I did pick out one that I've reached for a lot this year, one that I took on holiday with me, and it is the Sofa Revolution palette. Yeah, Sofa Revolution, the Extra Spice, so the big sister one. And it looks like that. I mean, you can see it looks a mess, but that's only because I've been using it. But look how gorgeous it is. Let me swatch some of them. Now, I'll swatch a couple of my favourite ones. So, Romance is gorgeous. I love Dreams. And I'll swatch a matte as well. So I'll swatch, which one? I'll swatch 21. So this one is Dreams, this one is Romance, and this one is 21. That's just finger swatches. Let's look at those and look at the reflectiveness on those shimmers as well. They are absolutely gorgeous. The mattes, I love a good warm tone eye. There is plenty of warm tones in there, but then I also haven't played with them a lot, but I do like adding a little bit of adding a little bit of this or this one, so like the khaki ones with one of these warmer tones, just for like a sort of khaki army type camouflage look. Really like those. So if you want me to do some more video tutorials, let me know with this palette, because I love to play with it. You get 18 shades in it and a huge mirror, try not to blind you, huge mirror, and that is why I took that on holiday with me, because I didn't know what the mirror situation was going to be, so I had a decent mirror when I needed one. Yeah, so really like that. The high-end palette that I love, and I tend to use this on a day-to-day basis, just because 1, it blends out so quickly, and 2, it's all mattes, and I don't always wear shimmers on the eyes every day. I just like to put a bit of, not that I've got any on today, but I just like to put sort of like a warm eye on, and it is this one, which is the Too Faced Just Peachy matte palette. And look at some of these. Try not to blind you. Do it that way. There we go. Look at some of these colours. I mean, they're all matte shades, but like I say, doesn't bother me. But as you can see, some of these I have really used. I do tend to stick to sort of this top row, but then if I want a pinch of orange that's there, darker on my outer corner, this burgundy and this sort of purpley colour are gorgeous as well. Yeah, there's plenty of options for that, and they blend so quickly and easily. So if you are in a rush and you do need to put eyeshadow on, put it on the lid, blend 1 or 2 colours through the crease and the transition, and you're good to go. It's as simple as that, really. If you want me to show you me doing that, if you want me to like set me a challenge, and give me so many minutes to create an eye look with this palette, then let me know down in the comments and I'll do that. Suggest how long you think I should set a timer for, and I'll do that for you. That will be fun. That would be fun. So yeah, let me know and I will do that for you. Moving on, because again I'm waffling on, trying not to, but I am. Brows. Now I do have them HD'd. These are slightly penciled in. Let me come a little bit closer, just here towards the end. And this one, they do need doing, like these few hairs need coming off, but I have a gap right in here. I don't know why, but I've got a bald patch on that eye. And the closest shade that I have found out there, and the easiest pencil for me to use, is the Primark brow pencil, and this is in the shade Cool Brown, and as you can see, it's £1. I've got other pencils, other shades, but I do find this one is the closest to obviously like my root colour, my eyebrow colour, everything. It just looks really natural without being not there, if that makes sense. It just sort of accentuates it. I have been trying the Benefit one, Goof Proof I think it is. I've been trying, yeah, Goof Proof pencil. Find it really easy to use. The only thing I will say, I think the shade isn't quite right for me. I think I've got shade 4 and I think I need shade 5. 4 is just that little bit too warm for me. You can see where I've filled in, so I think I'm going to try out number 5 next time. But I am really liking that, and I'm liking the way Goof Proof goes out. It took me a little bit getting used to the first time or two, but I actually find that quite easy to use. So that may be, yes, it's a bit more definitely a bit more expensive than the Primark one, but it lasts as well. It lasts all day, so we will see when what shade 5 is like. So let's move on to mascaras. I've got 2 here. One I have used too many times, plenty of times in a video. Benefit, where are we? Upside down. Benefit Bad Girl Bang. I did buy another one the other day. This is a new one. Really like it. It's what? No, it's not what I'm wearing today. I'm wearing the other one. I'm not wearing this today. But really like it. Lengthening, blackening. Yeah, really black. The only thing I will say, I do have to make sure I powder under my eyes quite well, because it can transfer, because I've got oily skin and I've got quite long bottom lashes, so obviously it can transfer a little bit, but that doesn't bother me too much, because I know the steps to take to stop it doing that. But that is the wand, nice and sort of bristly, plastic, slightly tapered, like conical wand. And then the other mascara, and this is kind of a new discovery. I've only really been trying it out for about a month now, and it is the oh, I think the lights are gonna, anyway, it's the Mascara Revolution by Revolution, and it is the complete opposite of what Benefit Bad Girl Bang is. It is a chunky mascara, it is a thick mascara. It's what I've got on today. So lengthening, super chunky. I really like it for my bottom lashes, and it is a proper mascara wand, like a bristle brush. But I really like it, and like I say, I like it for my bottom lashes because I do like to darken up my lower like my lower lashes, because otherwise I feel a bit not finished. So I do like that for my bottom lashes. I like it for all my lashes, but especially for my bottom lashes, it really grabs them and coats them really well. Moving on to the last step until we go on to misses, but there's not that many. Lips. Now my lips look really cool toned actually, really dark today, and it is the lip combo that I am wearing. I'm wearing an Avon Glimmer Stick liner, and this is in the shade Simply Spice, and I either wear this lip liner daily. I either wear this lip liner or my MAC Cook lip liner. I just like the colour, it really gives me some shape to my lips, even if I'm wearing a lighter lipstick. I do like to wear a slightly darker lip liner. One, you can over pencil if you want to, and two, I feel that my lips don't get lost in my face, if that makes sense. It sort of outlines them and makes them stand out a bit more. Lipsticks. Yeah, lipsticks. This one is the one that I'm actually wearing, that's why I've picked it up, and it is the Soph collaboration with Revolution, and this is in the shade Fudge. Now I must admit, really any of the Revolution lipsticks, lipstick wise, I do like them. They're quite creamy. I love the shade Swish in their amazing lipsticks. Sorry, that's annoying. I do like their formulas, really moisturising. As you can see, they're like not quite matte but not glossy. They're like a demi matte. But yeah, I really like those as a normal lipstick, which I do like my liquid lips, but sometimes your lips need a break, they need some moisture back in, so that is what I go to, and they're not too overly expensive either. And this colour is perfect for winter, dark, like the nights, I like any time of day pretty much. But yeah, as I was saying, liquid lipsticks, I love them, and my favourite brand, like all of the colours pretty much, but my favourite brand has to be Sleek Matte Me, and this is the colour that I wore pretty much every day leading up to Christmas, and it's STFU, and it's, like I say, it's classed as ultra smooth matte lip cream. Dries down fully. I know not everyone likes these because they do dry down a lot, but for me I like that because it does not move. Once it's on, it's on. And yeah, these are the ones that I like. My favourite shade is Shabby Chic. Shabby Chic? Yeah, Shabby Chic. And the only reason I haven't got that one because I think it's in my handbag, but yeah, I really like these. Last thing on my hits list is lashes, which I don't wear very often, but I've got a couple of pairs that I really like, and the two that I've picked out to show you, which I hope these aren't gonna fall out. These are the Honey Cosmetic lashes. These are actually in the style Honeybee, which I really like for like that dramatic cat eye look. Yeah, so they really accentuate the cat-eyed look because they sort of wing out. The style Princess Pie are really nice. I've worn those a couple of times for like daytime looks. Looks where, like, say you're going out shopping with the girls or whatever, and you want to be a little bit extra but not too in your face. They are perfect. And the other lashes that I really like, and that is just because of the price of them pretty much for the style, and it is the Sosu lashes. And my favourite ones up to now are the Milan ones, which look absolutely gorgeous. And again, the reason I like them are because this is the same of the Honeybee. When I am doing like a dramatic eye makeup, I like to wing it out a bit, so I like my lashes to wing out. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I like my lashes to wing out. So, which those do, they go longer towards the end and they just accentuate that look and they add some darkness to the outer corner. So yeah, I really like that. And the lash glue that I use is the we're going to focus. There we go. Lash Fix Clear Finish eyelash glue, and this is the individual one that you can buy. I think I bought this from Boots, and it is really good. And when I put my lashes on, they don't move, they do not come off. Yeah, so that is my hits for 2018, and there is only technically, there is only technically 4 misses, sorry. And as I said at the beginning, this is more just because, one, I wasn't keen on the formula, it didn't work for me. Nothing to do with I actually hated them or anything, just they didn't suit me. And the first one is the Revolution Pro Full Coverage Camouflage Concealer. And the reason I didn't like this is because it's got a very dewy, sticky finish, and no matter how much I set it down, my skin just got really oily, and I think that is just because I have got oily skin. The coverage is amazing, and I mean absolutely amazing, but the finish was not for me. It creased up under my eyes and everything. It's good for an eye base because you don't need a lot. It spreads really fast. This sounds like a hit, not a miss, but and it really makes the pigment of the eyeshadow stand out. But overall it was a miss just because it didn't suit my skin. But I know other people that really like it, just not for me, and I think that's, like I say, because I've got oily skin. Now the other one, don't come for me because I know a lot of people like these, but I can just not get them to work for me, and I really want them to because I love the colours that I picked up, and it is the L'Oreal Ultra Matte Le Chocolate liquid lipsticks. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but they do not dry down. They go sticky. I end up with lipstick everywhere, and they just don't work for me, and I wanted them to because I love the colours. I got what did I get? Truffa Mania, which is like a warm brown colour. Look at that, it's like an orangey brown. And then I got a Cool Toned, which is a box of chocolates. This is like a really cool toned true nude, and I've tried both of them. I've tried putting loose powder over the top, and no matter what I do, they just go sticky. So if you can sort of help me on that, let me know, because I want to like them, because I love them and they smell amazing. They smell like chocolate, but I just cannot get them to work. So yeah, that's a miss from me. And yeah, I really want to like them, but I don't. This one, you're probably going to be quite surprised. Duo Glue. I can't get on with Duo Glue. I either leave it too long and it's set, I don't leave it long enough and the eyelashes end up pinging off, I just cannot get on with it. And I don't know what it is, because I know this is sort of everyone's go-to glue, but I can't get on with it and I don't know why. But like I say, I would rather use my eyelure glue over the duo glue. So yeah, that's another one that didn't quite make it for me. So I've been waffling on that long, my battery died. So where was I? Yeah, the L'Oreal's just not for me. And the last one, I don't know if I got a dud, because I've seen a lot of people use these and they look amazing. But this is the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Highlighting Powder in the shade Blossom Glow, and it is this gorgeous pink. Look how reflective it looks in the pan, but I don't know, it just doesn't, like when I swatch it, it looks amazing, but when I go to pick it up on my brush, I just don't really get anything picked up. So I don't know if it's the way it's pressed, but as you can see, it's like I've tried using this, but all I get is like little speckles from where the brush sort of digs into it. And I was really disappointed, because I really wanted to like that, because I know a lot of people have raved about it and love that Wet n Wild is now on Beauty Bay, but I just don't know if it isn't pressed quite right. It's been pressed too firmly. But I was a little bit disappointed, because like I say, I've seen so many good reviews and like that swatch looks amazing. I'm just gonna have to like stripe it on my face, but yeah, when it comes to using my brush, yes, we've got highlighter on, but let's just add a little bit more. So let's swirl that brush around. So I've swirled my brush, tap a little bit off. Like, it's not really changed the colour of, there's like nothing on the brush. There's like barely anything on that brush. Okay, I take that back, that one actually did something that time. That actually worked that time, so maybe I just need to get the top layer off maybe. Now I just look like I'm replacing the Christmas tree, which we need a bit of glow. The Christmas tree's gone, but yeah, I don't know. I'll keep working on that one, because like I say, that colour actually doesn't look too bad, and that swatch looks amazing. But like I say, I don't know if it's the top bit where the actual, obviously because it's got like a little embossed detail on the highlighter. I don't know if it's that's not like picking up very well, but I will try that, and I'll keep you updated. But this was my hits and misses of 2018. Yes, I've probably rambled on way too much, and there is a lot of products here, so I'm sorry if this video is ridiculously long. But yeah, these are the products that if I needed to do like my go-to makeup or something like that, if someone asked me to scale down my makeup and beauty collection completely, which I hope they never do, but if they did, these would be the products that I would keep. And the products that I would definitely not keep. But yeah, these would be the ones that I would keep, and make me, oh, I like that now. Sorry, I get carried away when I see glow. So yeah, give this a thumbs up if you liked it. If there was any of your favourite products in here, let me know down below. Let me know down below what was your one absolute favourite product and your one miss product. down in the comments, and let's see if there's anything in common. And as well, if you can let me know how these work, please do, because I want to like them, but they just don't work for me. Go over and follow me on Instagram. I ramble on there all of the time, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.